And here to give us an insider's take on diet is a nutrition expert from the German Institute of Human Nutrition in Potsdam, Hans-Georg Joost. Welcome to Tomorrow Today. I'm a bit afraid, actually, because I hear in the report that taking up fat might lead to inflammations in my digestive tract. Do I have to think twice the next time I eat a bowl of ice cream?
Well, actually, you don't have to be afraid, because it's not a clinical inflammation that has been produced. It's what we call subclinical inflammation. In other words, you wouldn't get a general reaction such as fever, only a slight increase in some markers of the local inflammation.
I understand, but something seems to happen in there, and that even though we humans are optimized for taking up fat. I mean, fat is pure energy, and that's what we want, isn't it?
That's really poorly understood why we see this reaction in response to the fatty diet. And there's a lot to be learned by these experiments.
But still, fat is necessary for us, isn't it?
Fat is necessary because it's the best nutrient for storage, the most energy efficient. We can store it easily and for long times without water. Everything else has to be stored with water as a solvent.
So that's the reason why everybody's craving for French fries, ice cream, cake,
yes,
whatever?
Yes. Our system is built in a way that we accumulate fat fast and survive the winter. Unfortunately, we now have enough to eat, and we don't need to survive through the winter like the old humans in the Stone Age.
But obviously there is a difference between individuals. Some might eat lots of those hamburgers and fatty things and still remain healthy, have good cholesterol level and so on, and others don't. Does science understand why?
Well, it depends also on your lifestyle. I mean, if you exercise a lot, then you can cope with a higher amount of fat in your diet. That's a very important point here. The muscle exercise.
Of course.
Which, if the muscle is trained, it can oxidize the fatty acids and would preferably use them. If the muscle is untrained, you would rather store them.
And besides the fatty things to eat, what does science actually know about healthy food? That was talking about a microchip telling us which is healthy. Do you know what is healthy food?
Well, we would recommend, first of all, a high amount of fiber in all of the diets. That means whole grain bread.
Why is that? Why fiber?
That's probably because it's got an endocrine effect, an intestinal endocrine effect, and also because it binds the gall acids.
We don't get cancer? Is that
we
the way?
don't get cancer, and we don't become diabetic.
Okay.
And don't eat too much red meat. That's another advice I would give.
Also because of cancer?
Same thing, colon cancer and diabetes.
Thanks a lot for the talk, Professor Joost.